Chili, baby, but
No, be my friend because I'm homosexual.
Winners don't use drugs. Danger! Danger!
chili, baby.
Deborah is being held, I mean, essentially, it sounds like she's being held as a political prisoner of the judge.
SCAM!
RBM! Get in gear!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm super necessary. I was walking home in my tiny little hometown because I had been drinking and I simply didn't want to get behind the wheel of my car. I was 18 years old. I'd become a legal adult at that point, and I didn't want to take a chance on getting a DWI. And so they arrested me, and I remember the very, very first time that the cop put me in the torture cuffs. And I remember him putting the cuffs on me. I mean, because when someone hurts me, just so you know, the memory that I have where I can remember case law and I can, please loosen these. But I was a little. And as I was walking home, and it was a 9-mile walk. So I just didn't want to get a DUI. And remember, this is back in the day when the only thing you could call was a cab. You could only call a taxi cab. Remember some constitutional law.
Oh, poor Chili. What's wrong? Did you get out the wrong side of John Merrick's bed? Or do you have trouble sanding down his lumpy back? Did that put you in a bad mood, did it? Eh? Fuck's sake. Go to a telephone box and ring a taxi, you idiot.
And the only way that you could get a taxi cab is if you had the money to pay it, and I didn't have it. So I was like, you know what? I'm drunk and I can't drive. And as you guys know, I hardly ever drink. I think I've drinking twice this year, and both times were with a buddy of mine in New Hampshire.
Haha, Chili, the thing is, you had me right up until you said, buddy, because you ain't got no fucking mates. You are a fucking tramp. I will grab you and dunk you. And the reason why you don't drink anymore, Chili, is because you had your nose converted at the Dyson factory.
Stuff, and I can remember some history. That memory that I have never goes away. And I remember everything. I wish I didn't. I don't have a photographic memory, so I don't remember everything, but I remember almost everything. And when the cop put me in the torture cuffs, man, I was just like, fuck, this hurt so bad. And I was only 18, so I hadn't experienced that kind of deal before. I had been put in cuffs one other time when I was 17 years old. I hadn't turned 18 yet. I'd already graduated.
Since I am in disguise as a woman of the opposite sex and have no papers, he is pretending he does not recognize me.
I think what I'm going to do Hold on one second. Dokie. There that is. Okay. Now I'm going to kill these lights and let's get right into it. What's going on, Magnum PI Pig Hunter? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. I'm just getting this final thing set up right here so I can run this emergency broadcast for Deborah Rogers. You might hear your name called out here. She does always make sure that she thanks everybody. She's always very sweet. So let's get right into what we're looking at here, and let's just. So this is Deborah Rogers and her voicemail to me. I'm going to have to stop it a couple times because I do say some private information in here. So just forgive me on that. I'm going to pause it. But everybody, this is what Deborah Rogers is going through. And I want everybody to listen to this, please.
Right, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems to me that I think Chilli's been keeping this on the back burner for emergencies. And I think it wouldn't not surprise me one little bit if he's sort of showing on the internet that he's trying to do something for her by doing useless phone calls, which he knows won't make a difference, and he's keeping it in the background for that emergency grift. Something like a survivalist would do, have his grift stored up somewhere where he can get to him and still try and milk a little bit of money off of him, because I believe he is skin. And those investors that we're visiting recently, I think because his court case has fallen through and all his little hype that we're giving him has now shone a light, and they've thought, this guy's a fucking joke. Let me know what you think in the comments.
An inmate at the Grift County Jail. Three-way or call waiting is not allowed and may automatically disconnect this call. Please select from the following options. To accept this call, dial 1 now. To reject this call, your call has been accepted. This call is subject to being recorded or monitored except for privileged calls between attorney and client.
Hey. So.
Okay.
I gotta call some people. We gotta get you out. It's. You're being held.
Yeah, Marvin needs couple.
Needs help with what?
Marvin, he's done all he can do. He doesn't understand things. He's getting things screwed up. And I can't rely on him to help me anymore.
No, I know.
He just can deeply.
Thank you, John.
And I can't really say a whole lot over the phone. It's just.
He's been great, but he just doesn't have the tools to get it done.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. You must be going through hell, honey. I'm so sorry. Remember, we love you. People support you, and I'm gonna broadcast this recording, but I'm gonna expose this information, and people are gonna call on your behalf. I'm gonna call over there myself. Who's in charge? Who's the prosecutor in charge?
Sandy Crosland. She's at Cherokee Nation.
Sandy Crosland, Crosslin. Sandy Crosland. Thank you, Jonathan Reese. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for the support.
She's a former judge.
Sandy.
Cherokee County Courthouse.
Cherokee.
Sandy Crosland.
Sandy Crosland. Sandy Crosland. Crosslin. Sandy Crosland at Cherokee Nation Courthouse. Okay, Deborah.
No. She's at the Cherokee Nation Courthouse. She's the assistant to the Attorney General. But she's a former judge to the Cherokee County Courthouse, and she's non-Indian.
Okay. And so, how do you spell her last name? K-R or C-R?
No, Crosslin.
Crosslin.
And her first name is S-A-N-D-I.
And
She's a former family court judge, and she's playing hardball.
who authorized you being locked up for this amount of time?
Judge Bartow, the one with the DUI.
Judge Bartow, B-A-R-T-O-W. Judge Bartow, but Judge Bartow issued the recognizance so you can get out on your own recognizance, correct?
No. So whenever a judge charges you with contempt of court, you have to appear before another judge. The same judge cannot hear the contempt charge. It has to be another judge. So Judge Page, P-A-G-E, she
You see, as we've just witnessed now, right? CHILLI has basically done the least amount for the most effectiveness, in the way that he could have done this any time, and he knows for the fact ringing up and doing this is just a surface of showing that he's doing something to people who aren't going to dig too far, and looks as if he really cares about her. He don't care about anybody apart from his own fucking wallet. This guy is a complete and utter narcissistic fucking joke. I really don't know how he survives on day-to-day life. If the little tumbleweeded fucking peck actually gave a shit about Deborah, and yeah, it's Deborah, not Deborah. It's a common name, so it's Shazzy Debbie Tracy, what we have in England. If he'd have actually cared about her, he'd have done all this at the start. He would have done things to help her keep her out of prison or jail. Instead, he's basically threw under the bus to try and experiment to what he can and can't get away with. He's used her as a pawn. Not caring about, she spent now a month which she never had to spend in jail. She could have easily took the plea deal, slap on the wrist and be gone, even though as for drinking and driving, she don't deserve that. As far as I'm concerned, drinking and driving is bad, and it sounds like she's a repeat offender, so there you go. But as for the Team Skeptic thing, yeah, there's a vast difference there. He was young, dumb and full of cum. He's basically learnt his lesson, served his time, and he has built on to improve his life, which, if I'm wearing a hat, I'd tip it to him. Now, you see, you get people then, like CHILLI, trying to dig that up. Any normal person wouldn't dig up people's past like that over having hurt words said to them over the internet. This shows you how deep-seated his jealousy and anger is towards everybody else. He's so jealous because he's wrecked his life. Every little scam, grift that he's done has turned out to be nothing. He's ended up with no home, no family, no partner, no children. I'm telling you now, when he gets the 10-15 years, he'll be that fucking scrawny little Wurzel Gummidge character on the edge of his fucking porch, swinging and dribbling and pissing his pants.
Every single second that another person could be in charge of me, they were. Every time someone could put their hand on me to say, come stand over here, they take your shoulder and they make you go stand over here. And you're like, I don't want to stand over there. And they make you go stand over there. And so that experience, if you haven't experienced it, if you haven't experienced someone manhandling you and forcing you into positions that you don't want to be in, you know, they don't even let you run your own fingers over the thing. And I've talked about this before. If you resist them having absolute dominion and control over every single inch of your body, well, then that equals a nightstick in the head. So that experience that I had at 18, going to a dungeon and living in that dungeon for a day, just one day, is what really formed the person that I am today. Because I remember when that cop put me in the torture cuffs and I said, man, those are tight. Those are tight. Can you please loosen those? And he said, no, they're not supposed to be comfortable. Just taking a look. just taking a look. So, you know, I just wanted to come on for a little while here and show, you guys want to see the trailer for the video coming out tomorrow? Because, you know, when I was driving through Texas, I had some pretty good interactions with some cops. And I don't want to do that right now. I want to get off of this thing, and I need to go do a couple things. End torture cuffs, 100%. And get my butt up out of bed, and I'm going to set up my camera, and I'm going to be calling tomorrow morning that Craig County Jail. I'm going to be calling Sandy Crossland. I'm going to be calling the Oklahoma Cherokee Nation Court. I'm going to call all of them, every single one of them. And we have to get her out of jail. I shared my story with you guys so that you guys understood. I'm an 18-year-old. I've just won the state tournament in freestyle and Greco. I took third in state my senior year. And so I'm not a wussy here. Yeah, you know, you don't win the state tournament in freestyle and Greco and be a pansy. And you don't take third in state and then be a pansy. You just not.
Stop it. You need to go out in the other room. I need to talk. Go. No, go in the other room. Chilito, go in the other room. I'm talking.
Oh dear, Chili. One lie too many there, I think. I'd like to thank you all for sticking by as long as you have in this video. A bit under the weather recently. I am going to be for the next few weeks, so I'll try and get the videos out as much as I can. I'll ask you that you bear with me, and thanks very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe and tickle that bell. Now notice one thing that Chili did throughout that video. It was supposed to be an emergency you know, thing to bring attention for Debbie and her plight. Through that, I think I told up something like 25 times he asked to press that one button, please like, please share, subscribe, shout out where are you from, interact, please like, over and over and over.
No, be my friend because I'm homosexual.
Over again. I've got to say about 40% of that video is just basically him trying to get attention. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and take it easy.
Subscribe.